What if the secret to a happier morning wasn't something you do in the morning at all? We all think a better day starts with a better alarm or, stronger coffee. But the real change, the kind that helps you wake up feeling lighter, feeling calmer, it actually begins the night before you even fall asleep. So let's dive into a few simple tweaks you can make tonight that will totally transform your tomorrow. So let me ask you, where does your morning really begin? Is it when the alarm goes off, that first sip of coffee? We're all so focused on our morning routines, but what if we've been starting the race a full lap behind? So here's the truth, and it's kind of wild when you really think about it. The myth is that our day starts when we wake up, but the reality? Tomorrow is being shaped tonight. The emotional tone, your stress level, that sense of calm you're looking for, it's all being programmed in those last few moments before you drift off to sleep. All right, first up is something I think every single one of us struggles with. It's not about turning off the lights in the room, it's about turning off the lights in our mind. Let's talk about how to give our brain a proper shutdown. You know the feeling, right? Your body is physically in bed under the covers, but your brain is running an absolute marathon. It's replaying conversations, worrying about that meeting tomorrow, stressing over things you can't even change. And here's the thing, a mind that goes to sleep stressed is a mind that wakes up stressed. So here is a super simple, really powerful technique to shut that down, and it literally takes a minute. First, you just acknowledge that it's time to rest. You can say it out loud or just in your head, nothing else needs my attention tonight. And then, just like on your computer, you visualize closing all those open mental tabs. Click, work is closed. Click, that worry is closed. You're giving your brain a crystal clear signal that the workday is over. This whole thing leads to a habit that so many of us have, but we don't really have a name for it. Let's call it borrowing stress. It's when you lie in bed and you mentally live out all of tomorrow's worst-case scenarios. The problem is your brain, it can't tell the difference between a real threat and an imagined one. So to your body, that stress you're feeling is 100% real. To break that cycle, you just need to ask one incredibly simple question for any worry that's buzzing around in your head. Can I do anything to fix this? Right now, from this bed? And you know what? The answer is almost always a resounding no. That simple dose of reality just shatters the illusion that all this late-night worrying is somehow productive. So once you realize you can't solve it tonight, you just mentally label that worry paused. It's not gone, you're not ignoring it, it's just paused until tomorrow. And that simple little word tells your brain that you're safe for now. And that feeling of safety, that's what finally gives it permission to rest. Okay, so our minds are getting a little calmer, but there's usually a physical object in our bedrooms that is quietly sabotaging all of that calm. So let's move on to our second habit, breaking that powerful, almost magnetic connection between our phones and our bed. Just think about the total conflict here. You get into bed with one goal, relaxation, but your phone is feeding your brain the exact opposite. It's giving it light, it's giving it information, it's giving it notifications. Every single scroll, every video is a little jolt to your brain telling it to stay awake and stay alert. And over time, this does some pretty serious long-term damage. Night after night, you are literally training your brain that your bed isn't a sanctuary for rest. It's a place for stimulation. And that's why you can feel totally exhausted, but also weirdly wired. And it's why that first impulse in the morning is to just reach for that very same device. Now, the solution here isn't about having some crazy discipline. It's just about a simple rule. 30 minutes. That's it. Create a 30-minute phone-free buffer zone before you plan to go to sleep. This gives your brain the time it is desperate for to switch from go mode to rest mode. And you want to know the easiest way to make this happen? Create some distance. Don't rely on willpower. Just put your phone out of arm's reach, on a dresser, across the room, anywhere but your nightstand. That tiny physical gap is usually all it takes to break the habit and take back your peace. All right, we've calmed the mind, we've disconnected from the phone, so now it's time for habit number 3, reframing the day that just happened so you can go to sleep on a high note. So whether you realize it or not, your brain asks itself a quiet little question every single night. So, how did today go? The answer it comes up with becomes the emotional foundation for tomorrow. If the final verdict is that the day was a struggle, that's the feeling you carry into sleep and wake up with. So the habit here is to consciously answer that question for your brain. Just name one small win. And it doesn't have to be earth-shattering. Maybe you finally sent that email you were avoiding. Maybe you just managed to get through a really tough day. The size of the win doesn't matter at all. The act of just acknowledging it is everything. And that small action is so incredibly powerful because of this simple principle. The emotion you go to sleep with is the emotion you wake up closest to. So by ending the day on a win, you fall asleep feeling accomplished or grateful, and that's the emotional state your brain will then try to maintain all night long, making it so much more likely you'll wake up feeling the same way.
We're building some really good momentum here. And this brings us to our final, and maybe the most important habit of all. This is the one that really ties everything else together and lets you actually design how you're going to feel tomorrow.
Seriously, if you only take one thing away from this, let it be this one. We all set an alarm to wake our bodies up, right? But very few of us set an emotion to wake our minds up to. And for so many people, this is the entire missing piece of the puzzle. So as you're getting ready for sleep, just ask yourself this simple but actually pretty profound question. It's not about what you have to do tomorrow. It's about how you want to feel. It's a really subtle shift, but it moves your focus from a list of tasks to a state of being. So what's the feeling you need tomorrow? Is it calm to handle a stressful day? Maybe it's focused for a big project. Or maybe you just want to feel light and grateful. Whatever it is, just pick one. Give your brain a clear emotional target to aim for. And once you've chosen your emotion, just take 10 seconds. That's it. Just visualize it. See yourself waking up, taking a deep breath, and already feeling that emotion in your body. Your mind loves to complete patterns, and by doing this, you're handing it the exact emotional pattern you want it to work on all night long. So there you have it. That's the full plan. Tonight, you're gonna shut down your mind, break that phone habit, name a win from today, and then set your emotion for tomorrow morning. Each step just takes a minute or two, but together they create this amazing blueprint for a much, much happier tomorrow. Ultimately, this is all about a shift in perspective. You don't just wake up happier by accident, you wake up happier by design. Happiness isn't something you have to chase down all day long, it's something you can prepare for, starting tonight. So the only question left is, how are you going to prepare for your happiness tonight?